beneath armor.
That transition, though! Today, I'm watching and breaking down the cinematic language of Liadrin animated shorts, all that is sacred from World of Warcraft Midnight. Make sure to check out my entire World of Warcraft cinematic journey and join our guild, the Philidari. Let's play. All right. Oh, we got this awesome art style. Let's go, lore masters. Join me in battle. This is the light from the animation.
Sunwell is a font of energy.
Yeah.
Full of power that has sustained our people for thousands of years.
It's a great visual style. It really captures the polygons.
Be protected, and we ask for the light's blessings to keep it safe.
Yeah.
Father,
Still faithful to the game.
what is the light?
Well, my darling Liadrin, I will tell you what I believe.
I love the comforting voice, the comforting light. Transitions to war right there.
My steps
Beautiful.
and illuminates my path
Wow.
in a world that is cruel and unforgiving.
Oh, this is great. Oh! Oh!
And when the light flows through me, when I am one with all that is sacred, I know that darkness can never prevail.
Is that his future? Oh my goodness. Did you have a premonition of the future? That was amazing. So I want to comment quick on the color. The whole color thus far has really been this warm orange, yellow glow. But look how it goes from this very, very beautiful, comforting, his voice is comforting, to this slowly getting like orange, kind of like a fire burning. It just ends a dark red, and the light becomes more just oppressive, and shadows are everywhere. Awesome, awesome use of color. Let's continue.
That
Wow.
darkness can never prevail.
This is like what she's seeing? Oh man, fantastic. It's a great character intro for this short film, right? For her. And talk about color use, just completely different now. Man, I love the visual style. It captures the game while providing this really cool animation.
Lady Liadrin,
That's,
Alonsis.
yeah.
walk with me. I've been told we have much to discuss.
I'm loving the performances so far. Definitely a standout. Yeah. Ooh,
War is coming.
that was a nice shot.
The armies of the Void will strike soon.
Look at the armor.
We have reason to believe that it will be at Silvermoon.
Okay.
I need you to send word to the priests.
Great
we
voice.
can-
Before you were a paladin, you were a priest once, yes?
A little flashback. Okay.
Light flow through me.
This is what happened. Okay.
Hear me.
Wow, what a performance.
Why would
Wow.
you ask that?
Many of the paladins I anointed in life started as priests.
It didn't come though. The light didn't call, kind of like
Meaning after the war they had just lost.
Anduin.
Some sought retribution for all the suffering they had endured.
Look at this, how we're using the motion of the flame.
Bury their pain beneath armor. But
That transition though.
find peace in the light. It
Not playing around today.
became dangerous.
We're not playing around. Did you see that?
War to prepare.
Their pain beneath armor. But it was those who did not find peace in the light who became the most dangerous.
That's what I'm talking about.
War to prepare for, Alonsis.
And we will be fighting this war together, Liadrin. So I need you to ask yourself why the mere sight of me had you grasping your sword.
Ooh,
I
another great voice here. I love that transition. That was amazing. Using the fire to motivate what was going on.
We're just here for him, elf.
She ain't gonna allow that. Man, they're doing such a good job of like showing the in-game abilities too, like the way they look in the game. Oh, that's so cool. And she's able to call on the light in this instance, but in a violent way. I want you to note that, not in a healing way. And look at this camera. We got some great choreography here, amazing shots. Oh my goodness. Wow. Insanity. Just cleaned him up like it was nothing.
I'm sorry, Alonsus.
Jeez.
I do not harbor the hate that they do.
Oh, okay.
It's just echoes of when war came to Silvermoon.
Yeah, she couldn't call the lights. Oh. That was a great shot, man. The loneliness. She was alone in the frame right there. Look at that. Just the bodies around her, that red again, crushing down on her. The rain falling down. She's just completely alone, trapped in this corner of the shot. It's a great composition. Jeez. The water animation too. I love this visual style. Would you guys watch a show like this? Because I would. The heck is that? No. No, that's too much.
Father?
That's too much. Oh, that's too much. No. That's messed up, man.
Darkness can never prevail.
No. Amazing editing. Amazing cutaways here. Oh, man, that's going to stay with you.
Oh, Liadrin.
Look at that transition again.
And yet you were right. I became a paladin for every reason you said.
What a great backstory.
Despair. Retribution. But when the Sunwell, despite having endured terrible loss and destruction, was reborn in the glory of the light, so too was my faith.
This
and
means
my
so much.
hope.
This means so much more in that midnight
So I will
animation now,
face
right?
the echoes that haunt me and fight for the sacred heart of Silvermoon, knowing that together, with the light by our side, darkness will never prevail.
Wow. Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. Real kind of ramp up of emotions at the end to make it real clean. So if it's your first time here, we're going to go through it. I like to talk about my favorite shot, do a little bit of analysis on the cinematic side. I want to hear your favorite shot as well in the comments. And of course, make sure to subscribe. Guys, I covered every Warcraft cinematic in the entire game. If you want to go through our playlist and follow the entire journey and talk to our mods and Discord if you want to join the Philidar Guild. Play.
Word to the priests.
All right, let's look at it. So lots of good stuff in here. Lots of good stuff. To pick a favorite shot, I mean, I'm going to be real. It's got to be this transition, but it's this entire section right here is absolutely beautiful. We start talking and we talk about color use. It goes into this really awesome use of negative space and using the fire as a light and a kind of motivation for the camera. So look at this.
As priests,
So we transition now, coming in and it's just this yellow glow.
trying to find meaning after the war.
I mean, look at this. The light of the windows turns into raindrops. Look at this.
To find meaning after the war they had just lived in life.
Are you catching this? The light of the windows
Meaning after
transitions
the
into
war they had
raindraps.
just lost.
Insanity.
Some saw
And then the fire starts here. We follow the fire.
suffering they had endured.
A backdrop, and then this.
Bury their pain beneath armor. But it was those who did.
He becomes the fire, and then the armor transitions into his body, and his body is now the fire.
Bury their pain beneath armor. But it
I mean, come on. That's beautifully done. That's beautifully done. That's what I'm talking about. That's quality right there.
did not find
And then we transition to the fight, and it circles around. I mean, come on. Come on. It goes from kind of, abstract to anchoring him in the real world in such a beautiful way. So that's going to be my favorite shot. I'm just calling it out right now. I want to hear yours as well. Let's look at the beginning. So I really like this. This is cool because it echoes the Midnight Cinematic. If you missed it, there's a scene with Liadrin coming up here and kind of trying to call on it again, which, man, after seeing this is just such a vulnerable stance to take. And it's just makes that so much more meaningful. I mean, if I was the sort of call the shots on this, I would say, put all this in one cinematic, man, in the same art style. Right? Could you imagine if this flashback and all this was in the Midnight Cinematic? It would be just, yeah, pure cinema. Anyway, I love this. This was great. Even stuff like this, like her father gets hit, and I love how there's a sort of wreathing circle of the entire video right here. We come back to this scene at the end and the red light at the end, and this is the full sort of trauma of what happened to her. She tries to heal him, she can't. This big guy. And it's actually cool because the foe, you thought it might be that big guy that attacked her father, but it ends up not being him. It ends up being her father himself is the foe. So I thought that was great too. The color use is great throughout. Like I said, kind of, having that bookend be the red. and then him come out. It's like, oh, it's horrifying, right? And this sequence right here. I mean, you want to talk about editing, so we'll get to this in a second. Let's look at this fight scene. I want to see some of the choreography here because this was a standout. I was listening to it's a very, very dialogue heavy video, so I was kind of locked in listening to it. Let's look at the choreography now as they fight. I thought this was so cool because like when you use abilities in World of Warcraft, they captured that kind of feeling. And I don't even play as a paladin, but just the kind of feeling of the abilities coming out. I thought was so cool. And then they're just like, oh, okay. I mean, just smashes him with a hammer of light. It's amazing. But I love this idea. It's such a cool sort of symbolism for the character. She could not call on the light to heal and save her father. What she could call on the light for is violence, right? And what does that say about it? The kind of storm that she's experiencing inside her emotions, the regret, the pain of not saving her father. She's not able to calm her mind and use that for sort of for good, you might say. She's able to use it to like annihilate people and cause more death, more violence. That's just amazing character development, right? It's awesome. I mean, she's calling on the light here, right? To just destroy people. And I love how, even if those abilities are not in the deep lore, again, deep lore masters here, correct me if that is not the same light per se, but I like as a symbolic visual language, that light is the same, right? It's the same kind of yellow, bright light at the beginning. So, I mean, look at this. She's just destroying people. Very, very easily, by the way. Just destroying people. And I love this shot. We kind of come up. I mean, look at this. It's fantastic for hand-drawn animation. She's going to come up from the side, kind of caressing along her hand. We see the light emerge. If we go frame by frame, and this is great. Look at the background. We got a lot of camera movement. Not easy animation stuff here. And we follow the shield as it bounces. I mean, come on. There's a lot of the camera being motivated through different means, through different objects. And in this case, it was the shield. It's fantastic. So yeah, very, very well done. I like the respite here. I like that there's a second where we see the aftermath. Again, to me, this says like, this is not what she was supposed to do with that power. Just create more bodies. She was supposed to save people. She was supposed to heal her father and other people. And look at this. Now there's a battlefield with what, 10 dead men? Like that's not why she set out. I love the visual style. I started right when the video started, but the way they captured that sort of polygonal, chunky look of Warcraft, and that's just really kind of warm, comforting, soft style of Warcraft, more nostalgic style, but transitioned it into these sharp lines and this sketchy look. That's no easy feat.
Of when war came to Silvermoon.
Another great transition, man. They're just on the sauce. So yeah, I mean, this image of her on the cliff alone, right? She no longer has her father. She no longer has that thing. And then this bright, beautiful light, like I said, I caught it right at the beginning, has just turned into this saturated red, like death, like blood. And then here, when the father comes out, there's some insane editing right here when she starts hitting him. I mean, that's just, it's so well done. And that was definitely a standout for me. And it's just sad because as far as I caught, darkness can never prevail. He's saying like, and she has to physically prove him wrong, literally in this case. And that's just terrible, right? But look at the emotions they're able to capture, the fear, the horror. If we go frame by frame, and then this kind of this horrified resignation as she has to hit him. Right, she's not happy to do it. And then the transition as if he got hit and then is smiling. It's like, it's all right. I know you got to do it. Don't worry about it. Like, it's brutal, man. Amazing editing, amazing match cuts, we call it, when you match the sort of movement or the composition of another shot. Amazing. And that idea of, the final blow with her, rushing into his embrace. And that's just great sound design too. I mean, listen to how we have the kind of impact into the laugh, right? It's amazing sound design, but it's far away. It's got reverb. It's in a different place, and there's this kind of chromatic aberration happening to the image. Like she's out of focus. How cool is this? Little detail here. If you look, there's a little bit of chromatic aberration on the bottom of the image here, as you can see the kind of distortion on her, but not on the father. It's like she herself as a character is degrading and is kind of separating from her color, from herself, from her nature. Father though, he's not aberrate. He's not out of focus. He doesn't have any chromatic aberration. What a crazy detail, right? Don't know if it was intentional fully, but it's an awesome detail. I think it was. That's the cool thing about art. You can track what was intentional for the most part. Look at that. See? He's like, it's all right. It's going to be okay. Even though she's just like, I mean, look at her. Falling apart. Looks gaunt. And then once again, another crazy transition. So we're just on point for this video. Very, very, very good.
You were right. I became a paladin for every reason you said.
I mean, that's hard to animate, man. Like, look at all the armor and the shield and stuff. It's insane.
Retribution.
And then this is a very quick, I thought it was almost a little too quick, kind of like transition from absolute despair to like, but everything's going to be good. We got this. And I don't know if this was actually taking place after the midnight animation. If it is, that makes a little bit more sense. I think they were probably just out of runtime here and had such an amazing scene they didn't want to cut any of this. I would have done the same thing. So this is great.
Having endured terrible loss and destruction.
There's music here. The music's ramping up. You hear it?
So too with
transitioning to hope. Right as I said it. Hope.
So I will face the echoes that haunt me.
And victory.
Fight for the sacred heart of Silvermoon.
Yes.
Knowing that
it's victorious.
With the light by our side.
And now we can do this.
Darkness will never prevail.
And that's it. That's the message, right? It's fantastic. And that's why our father was still smiling at the end. He said, darkness will never prevail. And there you go. It didn't. Even though all that horrible stuff happened, he knows and she knows what it means to continue on. And like I said, look what happened in the Midnight Cinematic Animation, the official one, like the big, crazy CG one. Amazing. Right? What a cool connection to this. I love this visual style though. All right, give me a 20 episode season. Let's watch it. Let's watch it together. You know what I mean? Great stuff. But I very much enjoyed it. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Like I said, my favorite shot's got to be that transition. I want to hear about yours. Make sure to sub. We cover a lot of Warcraft on the channel. In fact, we covered all of Warcraft on the channel, so check it out. If you like the breakdowns, it's a lot of fun. Also, make sure to check out our Discord. Join our guild, the Philidari. Great group of people. They're raiding every week. I'm getting in there. We're doing housing in our neighborhood now. So if you want to get a house, get in there and join us. And if you want to hear my voice acting, go to my main channel, Philip Hartshorn here on YouTube, and my channel, Philip and Aaliyah with my wife, if you want to see all the fun that we have in our recent wedding. You guys are the best. Have a good day.